Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'm going to show you a very simple page design and share a few of my beginner mixed media tips. I can't wait to show you how this project comes together. On my desk I have the Nature Adventure Kit from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. As you can see, there are some wonderful neutral and masculine-like hues in these patterns. They are perfect for outdoor memories or for those warmer photos as we transition into the new season. In this collection is a great mix of 49 and Market, Cartabella, Photoplay, and Simple Stories. You will also receive a 12 by 12 Photoplay sticker sheet, Ochre Ephemera, Craft Garden chipboard words and phrases, this title cardstock cut, and a container of Vicky B's blue glaze. As I create today's project, I'll bring in a few additional supplies. As always, I prefer that you use what you already have in your craft stash, but if you'd like a list of the items I'm using on this project, the complete list can be found in the description below, along with a link to this kit. For my background, I'll be using this pattern from 49 and Market. Printed mixed media backgrounds are my go-to when I want my page to have the look without all the work. I'm going to split this page in half with a green floral pattern. This is a really simple way to use two large pattern papers. In the photo, we are wearing yellow, red, and blue. This green is a great complement to the red, and the blue flowers will match this Simple Stories pattern that I'm going to place behind the photo. I love how all of these hues bring focus to the people in the picture. Off camera, I adhered my 6-inch background pieces in place over some deep brown cardstock. I distressed the edges of these papers to give it a rugged look, and I'm going to do the same with the other papers that I selected for the page. I've placed my photo onto one of the ephemera layers. This darker brown helps to extend the riverbank in the background, and it makes the photo look a little larger. At the base of the page, I'm going to bring in the cardstock cut title. Before I adhere this in place, I want to bring some blue down to this area of the page. I love the look of mixed media, but I've not mastered how to layer it. Like many of you, I prefer to keep it simple, and I'm going to do just that with the blue glaze from the kit. Often, glazes will be thicker on the edges of the container, so it's best to mix it before use. To help with cleanup, grab yourself a silicone mat. Even though my glass board can be used for mixed media, I find that an extra mat makes the cleanup go so much faster. I can just pick up this mat, wash it off in my kitchen sink, and go back to working on my project. Glazes are often shiny and sparkly, or they have a metallic sheen like this one. That's great for some projects, but for my page, I want a more rustic feel. To achieve that look, I'm going to mix texture paste with the glaze. This is a transparent grit texture paste, and as I mix it, you'll see the sheen of the glaze dull a little. The grit paste has a sandy texture, and that will add to the outdoor look of the page. With glazes, a silicone brush does a much better job of spreading the medium over stencils. It has a thin consistency which can easily seep under your delicate stencils. As I'm learning about mixed media, I've discovered that less is more. You don't always need to cover an entire area of your design. For this page, I just want little bits of blue sticking out the sides of the title. So I'm adding small batches of glaze on the left, and I'll bring just a small bit of it down here on the lower right. Now this is going to take some time to dry. Adding the texture paste does speed it up a little bit, but I still need to wait until it's set. This is a great time to grab a cup of coffee or work on a few other things for my project. I haven't adhered all the photo elements together yet, so I'll work on those while the glaze dries. I've grabbed a library card from the ephemera pack and I've torn it into 2 pieces. I want to be able to sit this on either side of my photo. To bring some more texture to the page, I'm going to wrap gray twine around this card. I chose a yellow card because our daughter's wearing yellow in the photo. The gray twine brings some of the color from the pattern paper below up to this area of the page. As I adhere these in place, you're going to see that cutting that in 2 allows that yellow card to expand the width of the photo. It also creates a nice grounding element at the top of this page. I forgot to mention that I added a product strip between the 2 background patterns. This polka dot print adds a childlike element to the page. The title's going to sit right here over the glazed stenciling. It's a very subtle design and I love how it looks. As I was adding the title to my page, I did get a bit nostalgic. First off, the baby in this photo just turned 26, and I can't believe how fast time has flown by. I also just realized that the area where this photo was taken no longer exists. In 2013, Colorado was flooded. The water covered over 4,500 square miles, and the river rerouted in multiple places. Before the flood, we took our kids to this picnic spot by the river, and we went fishing there most of the summer. When the flood came, the entire area was washed away. This title, "Today Only Happens Once," goes so well with this photo. And I'm going to make sure to add this story to my page so that I can remember how much has changed in such a short time. So while I was chatting, I added some sticker layers and a few items from the chipboard pieces. Now I'm finishing up the title with some pattern sticker flags and a chipboard piece that says, "Remember this." I wanted to ground the title a bit, so I cut the flags in 2 and placed the pieces on either side of that phrase. I'm going to add another butterfly to this title to add some diagonal flow to my page, and then I'll finish off this area with a few chipboard hearts. Here is the lovely outdoor layout that I created today. I still need to add my story to the design, but I haven't decided if I want to add it right over here or if I want to tuck a hidden journaling pocket up here behind the photo. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The only items I added to this page were the chevrons. I felt like this area wasn't matching the size of the title above, so I added those 2 stickers. Not only do they balance out the title, they also bring in some of the red from the flowers and the photo to this area of the page. My goal today was to share a simple page design with beginner-friendly mixed media that you can use on your next project. The pattern papers from the August kit provided a beautiful backdrop, and the florals and phrases helped tell the story. To give this page a rustic touch, I brought in a little twine to tie the elements together and gave this page a subtle textured shine with glaze. If you're one who enjoys pinning projects to inspiration boards, I've added still shots of this layout to my social media posts, website, and the Not Just for Boys blog for you to use. For more ideas using the Nature Adventure Kit, head on over to the Not Just for Boys Kit Club community on Facebook. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this project inspired you to try something new. If you have any questions about this project or the supplies I used, feel free to post those in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.